get a load of this. From the Silver Creek Studios, I'm Jared.
I am Ryan.
I'm Reese.
This is a fancy new joint we got here.
Yeah, we got some
Newly
new setup.
renovated. You should have said, we are back from the newly renovated-ish.
Yeah. Or we just moved from over there to over here.
Newly remodeled, newly
hopefully,
reconfigured.
It's a little less stuffy, and we got a little more room to breathe.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as stuffy. So much room for activities.
Yeah, I feel and I was saying earlier, I was like, I feel like if I want to stand up, I can stand up now. I don't have like a wall of guitars behind me that I'm going to knock off.
Over.
Yeah, so it's
all good.
It's
we
all
still
good.
need to decorate and put a little, maybe some sound dampening up. We'll see. Maybe some plants.
We'll have to see how this sounds once we record a full episode and see if we can hear a lot of echo or... I don't think so, man. We got a pretty good engineer that gets all that stuff taken care of. I don't know how it happens.
Yeah,
it's all
he's
magical.
Underpaid, though. Well, like anyone else who's done anything in a public foray recently, it's Halloween time, and we're going to talk about candy.
Yeah, apparently this is the hot item on radio stations, right?
Yeah,
this is when we've done it. We're copying ourselves.
Now,
when you talk about Halloween, unless you go back to like the sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. The origin of Halloween. What else is there to talk about? You got to talk about the candy.
Yeah,
costumes.
Although, I do know. Fun fact. Stop me if you've heard this. The jack-o'-lantern.
You put a little boogie in it.
That's my favorite joke. That is my all-time favorite joke. But no, the jack-o'-lantern was originally started, like the carving of the jack-o'-lantern.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like a long time ago. But they did it with gourds and beets as opposed to pumpkins because I guess they weren't in whatever area.
Readily available or whatever.
So, but it was to ward off the evil spirits.
All right.
There's some crazy shit going on Halloween, man.
I'm telling you.
It's a bunch of Wiccan.
Yes.
Have you guys
crazy.
heard of the haunted house where they go over the line and like torture?
I did. I saw a news story about that where you have to sign like a waiver.
That's not fucking cool.
Yeah.
No,
Don't touch me.
No.
Yeah.
Do not touch
but
me.
But it's like people that want that.
Bitch is going to come up swinging if you touch me.
When's the last time anybody's been to a haunted house?
Morgan was it was Morgan's first Halloween. So she's 25.
Okay, so it's been a minute.
Yeah, and I left a shoe in there because I was so scared that I just ran straight out of my shoe.
Made the Scooby-Doo noise.
Yeah, and then I stood outside, and poor Karen, like she was in front of me, and her sweatshirt had permanent like handles in it because I was like just holding my face inside of her sweatshirt. I had to have somebody go back in and get my shoe because I walked right out of it. Scared the hell out of me.
I don't remember. It's been a long time, maybe even longer than that, because I don't dig haunted houses. I remember
Why would you want to pay so much money to just get the absolute shit scared out of you?
I don't want to spend the money.
You know?
I don't want to. I like
on the damn
money
line.
more than I like being scared. Definitely.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like their money more than being scared?
Well, and again, I don't want anybody to touch me. I don't even want to like accidentally be touched, and I don't like the smell of their masks.
Oh yeah.
That's very off-putting.
It's you're getting detailed there. I don't like the smell of their musk.
That rubbery,
that
rubbery mask smell.
No,
Yeah.
I just hate it. I hate it. The idea of it. Even dropping my kids off whenever they were younger at random haunted houses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they got the assholes in the parking lot, you know, like Leatherface with the chainsaw and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, look, y'all come at, I'm going to run your ass over. Do not come at me. Even that night that I dropped Charlie off in wherever out here, I told him, I'm like, don't you roll that window down. Do not roll that window down.
She swears that the children of the corner are going to come get her.
Malachi lives out here somewhere.
You're in that neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now,
Saw that movie
if you've
at
been
an
listening to the
impressionable
podcast for a while now, you know that Ryan kind of has no goodwill for Halloween. He does not like this holiday.
Yeah, no, it's fucking stupid. It's a stupid.
It's
stupid
an excuse
holiday.
to eat candy.
I don't need an excuse. I can just go buy candy and eat candy.
I'm on a low carb diet, and look at this.
I feel like Halloween. I mean, it all like when your kids are young, it might be a little bit exciting because you have fun dressing your kids up and whatever, and taking them around for a little bit. But the older you get, the less exciting Halloween is.
Yeah.
Now it's just an annoying.
There was one good adult Halloween that I had, and we went to a party. It's one of those things like at a banquet hall where they're like, all right, we're just going to have a big party.
Yeah.
You're not going to know anybody here except for the few people you come with.
Right.
But you're going to make friends. And that we had a good time. And I think I dressed as like a flower child or something like that. I had an afro. I had the big peace sign. I had bell bottoms. I looked pretty good. and And there was way better costumes, but this was easy because I was comfortable.
Right.
That's the number one key for me. If I'm going to put a costume on, I better be comfortable.
Right. And not sweaty inside of a stinky mask.
So, and it also better come off easily. Like, so I got an afro, like wig on, like a big curly hair afro. I can yank that fucker, no problem.
Yeah.
But I actually had fun. But that's a very rare occurrence. I just have never enjoyed it. Look, the weather here, we're in the St. Louis area, the weather here is going to be, or today it's in the 30s.
But it's going to be like sub-zero tomorrow.
Yeah, it might snow. Right.
On Halloween,
It's fucking, it's always that way, man.
Yeah.
It's always that way.
Or it's raining.
It's usually like, cold rain, yeah.
Why do we do this? Okay, fine, let's do this shit in like February. You know, I mean,
no.
I mean, we got a better chance. Maybe you'll get that little, you know,
I feel like if they just moved it up to September or even just early October.
How about you just cancel it and everybody goes and buys some candy for some other stupid reason, you know? Yeah. How would you call it Candy Day? How would we just call it M&M Mars or whoever the hell makes all this bullshit?
Willy Wonka.
They finally get in the black day. Let's call it that because that's all it really is. It's the same. It's a Hallmark holiday, but it's just to sell more fucking chocolate.
It's like Valentine's Day.
Right. It's so stupid.
With that sentiment, we're going to give you our opinions about the best candies.
Yeah, because I'm not a huge fan of Halloween either doesn't mean that I can't speak to what candy's good.
Right. I didn't say I hated candy. I just hate the fucking holiday.
Now, I think we did all agree that we should separate our Halloween candy into two categories, right? So what we're going to do?
Well, so that's what we do whenever the kids will come home from trick-or-treating is we take all the chocolate and put it in one pile. You take all the fruity shit and you put it in another pile. So that's what I would do. I would say, but this
you're going to do it right
here's
now.
A problematic one is the payday. Where do we put it?
He's going in the candy bar.
I think he goes in the candy bar aisle.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in with chocolate, but it is a candy bar, and I think that's what most of the chocolate
not
is.
Fruity. It's not
so we
fruity.
got a lot of chocolate here. There's fruit.
Do.
Even the Whopper.
We could have a problem here. I don't know if we have 16. No, we only have 8.
We don't have very many
in order for it to be in our ranking, does it? What the fuck is this?
That's Gobstoppers.
Oh, okay.
Candy.
Nerds. And so, do we have to have it on hand in order for it to be in the Sweet 16 or in the Elite 8? Oh yeah. By the way, we're going to do an Elite 8.
We're going to eat them.
Well, see.
Ryan's going to eat a circus peanut.
Where the fuck are those? Okay, we have 1, 2,
and
3,
I have candy corn.
4. Okay,
2.
1, 2, 3. I ain't eating that at Jolly Rancher.
We do have more than 8 chocolate things for sure.
8. So we got to get okay,
but these 2 are non-chocolate.
Okay, right.
Those will be.
So that means we got
1, 2, 3.
9. We got 9 of the non-chocolate things.
Okay.
So we got to get rid of 1.
3. 1 what?
Of the non-chocolates. So how about we get rid of this Jolly Rancher? That's garbage.
I'm fine with that. Yep. It's not even a real Jolly Rancher.
Very
it's a
confused.
Jolly Rancher stick.
Yeah. How many?
1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 6. Oh, 7, 8.
Do.
Yep.
And then we got 1.
10.
Jolly Rancher's going away.
1, 2,
Listen how hard that is. That sounds like a broken tooth.
6, 8, 10. Look at all that.
You might be missing. I've got 9, counting your 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different things. Do you have Skittles?
Yeah.
Do you have Laffy Taffy? Yeah. Oh, sorry, that doesn't belong. Kit Kat. I have 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So we do need the Jolly Rancher to make. Oh no, we got 8. Sorry.
Come on, man. Try to keep up. All right.
Numbers.
So
and
we're gonna.
stuff.
But we have a substantial amount of these.
All right,
Yeah,
so we're going to set aside the chocolate stuff for a second. And we're going to go through the 8 non-chocolate / candy bar items that we have. So I'm just going to write them down as I see them. Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy's going to go up here in the number 1 spot. We're not doing anything scientific here.
Yep.
And even if we don't have the flavor that we're partial to, we could just say Laffy Taffy.
Like I'm a Nerds cherry strawberry Nerds guy, but
so we're going to go with Nerds next.
Right, Nerds. Yep. Oh yes, I do. Do you like
Nerds?
grapes?
Laffy Taffy.
I don't care one way.
We're going to go with Skittles.
You got Gobstoppers.
The future champion. Gobstoppers next.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to.
Hold on, we got peanuts over that bullshit over there.
Circus peanuts. Yep.
Yep, and candy corn.
I feel like they need to go head to head in round 1.
Candy corn and circus peanuts.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, they're a similar genre.
No, I'm not doing that. Candy corn here.
Licorice.
Circus pea nuts. And
Sweet taunts.
We're going to call those Twizzlers, not licorice, because they're not licorice. And then sweet tarts.
It is licorice. You're just,
No, it's
It
not.
actually
it's not
doesn't say
licorice.
licorice anywhere on the package.
but it's licorice.
Yeah,
It's
who
a
doesn't
Twizzler.
think it's licorice?
I don't.
Twizzlers.
Because
Licorice is the black stuff.
That taste to it.
What?
Yeah.
And these,
That's
yeah.
licorice?
That's
This is
black
why we got you a
licorice.
There's
microphone.
not
We got you a
All right,
cherry
microphone.
let's eat these things.
All right, so.
Here, pass one to you.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm going to not
Oh,
handle
hold
his.
on. Hold on.
Okay.
You can
Just
handle
fondle
it.
his
I'm
peanut.
okay. Yeah. I like it when.
And then we'll just take like a few of these, maybe.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
I mean, like, you need to take a full bite. You can't just do the stupid baby nibble thing.
I just need to smell it.
Here you go.
I'm good.
No, you gotta taste it.
Good.
Can I remind you, not on Papa's
Good.
house?
Yeah, I didn't like them then either. I like candy corn.
I do too.
I don't hate candy corn, I guess, is what I should say.
I don't hate it. I just don't go for it.
So,
All right.
we're going to go through these in order. We have, in the first round, we have Laffy Taffy against
Lost a corn.
Nerds. We have Skittles against Gobstoppers, Twizzlers against Candy Corn, and Sweet Tarts up against Circus Peanuts.
All right. So what's first? Laffy
We'll
Taffy?
start with Laffy Taffy up against Nerds.
Man.
And I have to eat this? I'm going to have a stomach ache.
And I'm going to try not to do my, what is it? AMSR? or
Yeah,
whatever
let's
it
not
is?
do that.
Oh, are you a smacker?
No, he just
Well,
likes to do weird
I
shit
just
with
like
the
to fuck with
microphone.
people on the internet.
I don't
Oh,
need.
look,
do I-
it's stuck to the paper.
Yeah,
I'm
a little bit.
disappointed.
That's already a negative against it.
Yep.
Oh, was there an order?
thing?
I'm eating Nerds first.
Oh,
I
what?
don't think it matters.
You said, oh, okay. That's fine.
Just eat the two, you know.
Laffy Taffy.
I'm not going to eat all the Nerds either. My
No.
teeth already hurt.
Right.
This episode brought to you by your local dentist.
Yeah. Oral B.
Well, and Wilford Brimley, check your blood sugar and
Right.
check it often.
Yeah, we're going to pre-diabetic. Yeah, this fucking
Now, I will
taffy
say-
sucks.
The
I like
problem
the
with
taffy.
Laffy Taffy, it sticks to your teeth.
For a minute.
It sticks to the wrapper.
Yeah.
It feels
And then it gets your
sticky
hands
on your
sticky.
fingers. Yep.
Makes it difficult to talk.
Nerds doesn't really have any of that.
No, but if you knock over a box of Nerds, that's a
right.
giant mess.
Dunzo. Yeah.
True.
And like,
Get the vacuum cleaner.
you gotta try and put a few in your mouth, and then all of a sudden you end up with an entire mouthful of Nerds.
Mm-hmm. Nerds,
I don't hate them.
Nerds packaging used to be cool. It had the two slides.
It had the sliding top, yeah.
right.
Listen, now it's all I seem to see is these little bitty boxes, and they're not nearly as cool as
Okay. They're tasty.
Hey, I'm ready to weigh in.
Me too.
Rebecca, you go first.
I like the taffy.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to explain your
I
reasoning?
like the texture. I like chewy
Okay.
versus crunchy.
I'm
I know
still
it's kind
working
of
on
a,
All right.
it's a pain in the butt. It's a little
Yeah.
bit more arduous, but at the same time, I like the texture. I like chewy.
I feel like it never goes away. Like,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
long do I have to chew this shit?
It takes some.
Eventually,
See,
I'm
but
just
it's a
gonna
gift that
swallow
keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm just going to swallow it. And it's going to end up being one of those loud farts in the bathroom tomorrow,
It's so messed up.
blowing bubbles.
Oh.
I'm definitely going to
Did
go.
you eat the Nerds yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going Nerds. Now, I do have strawberry, which is my favorite Nerds. But I like the crunchiness. They're tart and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, you can suck on them and savor it for a while and then get that sugary flavor for a while.
Wow.
Or you can just get rid of it.
Okay.
I like it. The
you're
taffy's
going
also
Nerds?
very good, and I think this is a strawberry taffy.
It is strawberry.
But it's got that, I don't know, there's some like creaminess to it that I don't
That's
dislike
off-putting
it, but
for
I
you?
just like the tartness. They're
Yeah.
both good.
No, it's
I'm going
texture for a
Nerds.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Tiebreaker here, Ryan.
Nerds
Taking
make my
another.
teeth hurt.
Uh-oh.
Laffy Taffy was delicious. They both have their downsides. I'm really a savory kind of guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this
Right.
stuff.
I mean, I
is
like
gonna be
candy,
tricky.
I
too.
know, I can't wait
But I
till we
like
do this
candy
one.
in smaller doses. Like, I don't need to eat a lot
Right.
of it. I don't need to get too much on my sweet.
So that would say Nerds.
Taffy's moving
Oh.
forward.
But that's such a big dose. You got it takes forever.
Well,
to
right.
eat
That
it.
was a downside of
Yeah.
it. Right. But these hurt my fucking teeth.
Okay, that's good enough. Good
I
reason.
don't like them.
All right.
Okay, what's next?
You know, but the packaging was cool.
Now
Not
what?
this packaging, but the other packaging. Then we have Skittles and Gobstoppers.
Oh man, no,
Well,
I
you
love
can't compare
gobstoppers
those.
too.
Because again, no,
Gobstoppers take a while to eat. Too.
they
You
take
gotta like suck on it forever.
forever.
Oh, well, then we're not doing that.
No.
Well-
And Skittles, I like them because they're chewy.
So
So,
good.
I can say with confidence that I'm always going to choose Skittles.
Well, shit. Yeah, we're all gonna say Skittles, but I am gonna eat some.
So
Me too.
I'm gonna go Skittles. Also make it unanimous, but I'm not gonna eat any of them because I just know where they stand. Mm-hmm. You want some Gobstoppers?
Now, do we all remember when Skittles came out?
No.
It was like an '80s thing. Came out in the '80s, right?
I do remember when they came out.
I remember when it was new and it was like a game changer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm like, so you had M&M's, Reese's Pieces, and Skittles. They were all the little round candies. And
Reese's Peanuts are the superior small candy.
We heard that, Ryan. Reese's Penis.
I said Reese's Pieces.
No, you said Reese's Penis.
Well, Mr. Reese's does have a nice penis, too.
You said Reese's Penis.
I love sucking on Reese's penis.
Freudian slip. I just love chocolate and peanut butter penises. Market that shit, Reese's.
All right, so
it'll be out next week.
I feel like it's a no-brainer between not licorice and sweet tarts. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer.
Well,
not a fan of sweet tarts.
Is that what's next?
No, that's not next.
Oh, what's next?
Slow down
you're
there,
running the show here, Ryan.
We have not licorice, a.k.a. Twizzlers.
Okay.
And candy corn. Yeah, this is a no contest. But I'm going to eat my candy corn.
I don't know.
What's the no-brainer?
He says it's a
Twizzlers versus candy corn.
I know what he's going to say. Well, I think I know.
Well, I like candy corn. I think I just like Twizzlers better.
I like Twizzlers a lot better.
Yeah. Candy corn is great, especially if you mix it with peanuts.
It's way better when you mix it with peanuts.
Yeah, you get that sweet and salty.
Nice and soft stuff.
But what did you know what they originally called this stuff?
What?
Chicken feed.
Really?
Corn? Mm-hmm. I just read yesterday.
She's full
it's
all
from
kinds
Belleville.
of trivia today.
It is from Belleville.
What the hell? I didn't know that.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm. And because my girl Courtney is also from this side of the tracks,
what about?
She talks about all the Illinois
What
stuff.
up, Courtney?
Yeah.
What about
it's Courtney Lambert,
those pumpkins that are made of the same crap that
candy
That's just too much though. They're so big.
They went too far.
Yeah, they took it too far. Agreed.
Candy corn is the perfect size.
Agreed.
But you end up eating that amount.
No, I spit it out. Or I'll toss it.
I think it's too much.
Corn,
yeah, I don't eat them. I don't like candy corn. No, I don't even need to eat the licorice to tell you that I prefer the licorice.
Well,
look, I'm so excited about this. I can't wait.
Ryan, wait. You go first. I think you already did.
Well, no, I think I'm changing my mind.
Yeah.
Because this Twizzler sucks.
What do you mean?
It doesn't taste right.
It's because you didn't rinse
like
your
Twizzler.
palate.
Yeah, that could
Beer and fuck candy corn doesn't go well. We didn't think this through.
Yeah.
I'm going candy corn.
All right.
I am also going candy corn.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, Rebecca.
That's all right. I'm Twizzlers, but I ain't mad.
And I like that when I was eating the Twizzler, I thought, oh, this is going to win.
Yep.
And then I ate the candy corn and was like, wow,
whammies.
That's it.
I don't mind candy corn. It's just not a go-to for me unless it's got salted peanuts with it.
And here we
Not
have
salty penis, but salted peanuts.
This is the play-in game of the NCAA tournament. The two teams that shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
The Sweet Tarts in a roll, a.k.a. looks like Smarties, but not Smarties. And a disgusting orange blob of
I think that's
something.
That's not an upset, but that's an oversight is that we don't actually have real Smarties, right?
Those are not Smarties. You cannot say they're Smarties.
No, they're not.
No, they're Sweet Tarts.
I don't think the copyright police are going to be after us.
Right.
I call them Sweet Tarts. Yeah.
Okay.
They're called Sweet Tarts. But they look a lot fucking like Smarties.
How come I can't get it open? There we go.
Smarties have a tendency to be just sweet, whereas these have a tart.
And these are crunchier. Smarties are more powdery. They fall apart quickly.
What are sixlets?
Oh,
They're little chocolate
They got
candies.
chocolate in them, right?
Chocolate.
But they're candy
coated chocolate.
Remember Mallory's graduation party? All those little Stilford candy balls that I had
Yeah,
and all
those
the
are
centerpieces? That was
Here's a
sixlets.
fun fact. Kids with peanut allergies can have sixlets because Riley had a friend, and so I had to alter some of the...
Because they're not made in a plant with peanuts or anything.
You should watch Rotten on Netflix.
Yeah,
There's one on.
we want to.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet
I'm
tarts.
making sure you're listening, you know.
That was good.
I like sweet tarts.
What's it going up against?
Circus peanut.
It's garbage.
Oh, I mean...
Ryan.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to touch
I
it.
feel like
Eat it.
everybody
No, Ryan
feels-
Thomas.
Everybody feels...
I didn't know one.
Okay, here.
Don't let her eat it. She's totally over here.
No. Hold on. Ruff.
Get her a microphone.
She doesn't need one.
You want this back?
No, I'm good. They're hard.
Shut up.
Everybody feels pretty strongly about circus peanuts. You either
I
really
know.
like them or you hate
absolutely
them.
hate them. And the people that really like them, there's not many of them. Ryan, don't inspect it.
Well, I gotta look at what I'm eating.
No, you don't. Take a bite.
This doesn't even look
On
like
3.
something.
1.
What does it say? Spangler?
Shut up. 2.
Okay.
Eat it.
Really?
It look.
I guess I need to.
Oh, I love it so much.
Now, if you close your eyes, it has the
Okay,
the candy banana flavor. It tastes like banana.
Why is it fucking orange?
Why is it supposed to be a peanut if it tastes like banana?
There's a lot of problems with this. It also looks like a goddamn pool noodle got cut up into fucking peanut shape.
Yeah. And it's got that weird texture.
Love the texture.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
marshmallowy,
kind of with you.
but like a real dense. Okay, so what it is nougat.
What?
Nougat.
Nougat and marshmallow.
Wow.
You know what? I'd love to see how these are made.
I'm having another one. Hey, they have that on the Food Network channel. On that
How
candy.
it's made.
Yeah, I saw it.
How it's made.
Shut up. I saw it. How
not.
it's
So
No,
How
it's
it's
not.
made.
No, I think it's called unwrapped. Actually,
unwrapped. That's it. Unwrapped. Yeah.
It's like a specific.
I have watched them make.
Well, I think we know where Rebecca stands on this.
Yeah, definitely.
Choice?
What? Sweet tarts.
tarts. What about you, Ryan?
I don't like either one of them.
Well,
Ooh,
which one do
like
you
a circus peanut at all?
It's all right.
So
Right,
good.
it's that first. It's the initial texture. The fact that it kind of melts in my mouth, I kind of like that.
It dissolves, like
Yeah,
it crystallizes.
But it also kind of terrifies me because, like, what the fuck is this thing made out of that it's doing this? It's like
Nougat and
chemical
mallow.
reaction.
The cereal marshmallows.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Lucky Charms,
I don't like-
favorite cereal.
I don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
marshmallows in cereal either. I'm a.
Lucky Charms is. They have 2 new unicorns.
Oh wow, how
Super
about that?
excited.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go sweet tarts
This is a tough decision.
because I think I'm kind of lumping sweet. I know they're not Smarties, but I think I'm kind of
Right.
lumping them together. And I also think that they're a staple. And even though these aren't Smarties, like every fucking Halloween, you got a copious amount of Smarties.
Right.
I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, god damn. I mean, did
No, I know.
anybody have chocolate? You know?
Yeah.
No.
Well, they're cheap. You get those with the Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, is that what it is?
They come. I feel like they come together.
And we don't have Tootsie Rolls. They would fall in maybe the chocolate category. I couldn't bring myself to spend the money that they were asking for
On
Tootsie
the
Rolls.
midget, the
Yeah.
midget Tootsie Rolls,
And it
which
was-
that's politically incorrect, but yet it's still called a
Right,
thing.
right. I think they actually call them midgies now. Maybe that's what makes
Really?
it acceptable.
Is that acceptable?
I don't
Love
know.
Sweet midget pickle stuff.
They might. They might. But no.
Okay,
so,
I
but-
got to
but
decide here, right?
You do, but Tootsie Rolls I think could have been a contender.
Could have been a contender.
Yep.
I don't know. Historically, I've always thought circus peanuts were on the lower end of the spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always loved sweet tarts.
Yeah, the sweet tarts are good. I like the circus peanut.
I think I do too. I hate to say no to it, but I'm going. Oh wait, I was gonna go sweet tarts.
No, go circus peanuts. He changed his mind.
I don't know. They're both good. I'm going sweet tarts though.
You
Oh.
suck.
Sorry, but I want more.
Whammy!
I'm gonna
Oh,
eat
wow,
Ryan's.
she's using her
Oh,
whammy.
she's whammying it.
Wow.
Circus
I
peanut moves on. Controversial.
Well, ooh, this is going to be a good matchup.
Enough with
Circus.
the peanuts.
Circus peanuts?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what advanced this round?
So we have Laffy Taffy up against Skittles, and Candy Corn against Circus Penises.
I don't even need to re-eat.
I don't think we need to re-eat either. I'll go first on the top one.
The Laffy Taffy?
Laffy Taffy versus Skittles. Skittles is moving on, in my opinion.
Yeah. Though that
Laffy Taffy
was
solid
really
though.
good.
I think
I
if
like
we
Laffy
had
Taffy.
other flavors, like you said, banana's your favorite.
Yes.
Banana is good. Laffy Taffy's a really, and it's entertaining, right? Isn't there still a joke on the fucking package?
Well, if you could open the package
Yeah,
so that
jokes
it's not
on
sticking
every
to
wrapper.
the Duda.
Right. That's the problem.
Here, what's the damn answer? So this mine says, what did the plate say to the cup?
I don't know.
I don't know what the answer is. Hold on. Oh, fuck.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
I know.
I mean, another
Ah,
circus peanut.
Okay, what did the plate say to the cup? It looks like dinner's on me.
That's funny.
All right, hold on. I got another one. I can't read them. What?
Well, my
Oh,
glasses.
this is terrible.
No, this is.
How
I'm
does
not
the
reading that
sun
one.
and moon play hide and seek? An eclipse. What?
That's dumb.
That's
What the
stupid.
fuck?
All right, Laffy Taffy
Sorry.
needs to bring it up a notch.
Yeah,
Just one
Skittles.
more reason why Skittles is moving on.
Totally
Yeah.
Skittles.
I think it's Skittles all the way.
What's
All
their
right.
slogan? What's their slogan?
Skittles taste the rainbow.
All right. Good job.
Candy corn and circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts.
You did say penis. It's a theme here.
I just don't like candy corn enough to
I got to go with candy corn because did Nana and Papa have circus peanuts?
all the time.
Really?
And candy corn.
I knew they had candy corn. I don't remember the circus peanuts. Maybe they kept
I'm going
them from me.
candy corn.
I would go with candy corn too.
Sorry.
But
You
nuggets.
You can't whammy it this time.
I know, but you guys don't even like candy corn that much.
Screw
You're
your
just saying
whammy.
that to.
No, I do. We've got a
Poo-poo
bowl
my
of it
circus
upstairs.
peanuts.
This is pretty straightforward. Skittles and candy corn are in the final, which is crazy.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Skittles.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
All
it
right.
has to be, right?
So now we
Hands
got
down,
that fucking
Skittles.
garbage candy out of the way.
All right. Man, that
Skittles
was quick.
is the grand
We
champion.
flew through that.
Well, it's there's less to
Well, we
discuss.
didn't eat gobstoppers. That takes
Well, right.
10
That
Well,
would-
we would be here till tomorrow.
They're so good.
They are good when you got time to eat them.
Oh shit.
Okay. Now, this is what we all came here for.
Right. I think that's exactly
the
right.
chocolate.
All right, so how are we gonna line these up?
Well, we've got more than 8. We got to narrow it down.
So we got to pick your
We need
8.
some honorable mentions here.
So I'm gonna say, well, let's pick our 8 that need to be
Yeah.
in there. Peanut butter cups
For sure.
Hershey bar.
definitely have to be in there.
Now, Ryan would not say Hershey, but
That's
if
fine.
You want to say Hershey?
I definitely think
totally.
the Kit Kat needs to be in
So
there.
Hershey bar, peanut butter cup,
Snickers.
Kit Kat. Hold on, damn it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Kit Kat, Snickers. Yep, I agree.
Twix.
What about the Milky Way?
Where the fuck is Snickers? Okay. Snickers. Twix, only the right one though, not the left one, right?
It's all good.
Yeah. What I say?
Do you want Milky Way in there? As
No,
one of your 8?
I don't.
Okay. Now,
I
here's
think
where
that
we...
Butterfinger is
Yeah,
mine.
I agree.
For sure.
So we are at 6. We only get 2
1,
more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I want the
Now
York
let's
peppermint patty in
let's
there.
tell our listeners and viewers what we have to pick from. So we've still got Payday, Heath, Baby Ruth, Milky Way, Nestle Crunch, Whoppers, and a York peppermint patty.
We have 2 slots.
We have
2 slots.
You got to put the Heath in.
I vote for Crunch.
I would say Crunch or the Baby Ruth are like your classic.
I
Right.
don't care about the classic.
Yeah.
I care about what I like.
And the Milky Way in there?
No.
No.
So they don't care about the classic.
And we didn't even
clearly.
bring down Three Musketeers.
Those are both garbage.
I'm gonna say
Oh, not
I
garbage.
agree that Crunch should be
I don't.
one of them.
I don't hate any chocolate
So are we
candy.
pulling out the Milky Way?
Well, it hasn't been put in yet, but so
All right.
we have 1 slot left.
We have no. What? No, I have 2 slots.
Well, I put Crunch in,
Oh, okay.
and I thought you said Crunch as well.
I do agree with that.
Crunch is one.
All right,
of
so
them.
we have 1 slot left.
1 left.
So
Now-
Rebecca said Heath. We have Heath, York, Payday, which no chocolate Payday, but damn fine, delicious
It is a
candy
tasty
bar.
candy bar.
Whoppers, one of my favorites.
Did
not a
you
candy
put,
bar
is
though.
Kit Kat on the list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What about Whoppers?
I
Whoppers.
love Whoppers.
Not a candy bar though.
No, but it's a chocolatey, crunchy thing. I love Heath too, but it's kind of
Yeah, it's kind of a weird
its
one.
own thing.
Is
so
it even
good.
milk chocolate
Now,
English
is-
Coffee.
Ugh.
Baby Ruth is just a chocolate covered
Baby
Payday, right? Or is it a little different? The
Essentially.
nougat is different,
A lot of peanuts.
or it has nougat. Payday's just
It's
caramel.
kind of like a Snickers only with like whole peanuts, I think.
Oh,
As opposed to like peanut.
I think I like Baby Ruths.
Right? I didn't like them when
Baby.
I was a kid.
And we are Goonies fans, so
Right. So what about
Do
the?
you like peanuts?
to me the 3 would be Baby Ruth, Whoppers, or Milky Way. Which of those 3 would
Beck,
we?
what do you want?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Baby Ruth.
Of these 3 for our final selection, Baby Ruth, Whoppers, or Milky Way?
Baby Ruth.
Okay.
Baby Ruth it is. All right, we got some controversial left
Yeah,
out.
but I'm irritated because
Yeah.
both the chocolate bars that I brought didn't get voted in. So
Oh.
suck a fat one. I'm eating my peppermint
What
patty.
didn't we- oh yeah, I'm not a peppermint kind of
I
guy.
don't care.
Yeah,
They're
All
my
right.
favorite.
Now, did you Ryan rank these in any way?
No, I'm
Okay.
just random.
And you know what really is tasty?
Hmm.
A Heath bar and a cup of coffee.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they go
I
so
do
well
love
together. Mm-hmm.
And this is a cheat night for me, so
Clearly.
yeah. The dog walking around like,
She-
when are you gonna
every
drop
time
a?
she hears rapper, she-
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up with a tummy ache.
Yeah, probably. What do we got going on? Oh, it's also Game 7 of the World Series, and who's winning
Houston just scored again.
again?
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
Bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. Houston up by 2.
All right.
2-0.
Round 1.
Okay.
Game 1.
What's our first matchup?
Reese's peanut butter cups
Oh.
against Twix.
Wow, that's
they're all going to be good, I think.
Titans of the industry.
I have a left Twix.
I do too.
Do we all have left?
I have left. Interesting.
So we're going to eat the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Sure.
I don't need to eat this. I know what's going to win.
I don't know because I love them both.
You know what's really good?
Well, I know what you're
is a
gonna
peanut
say.
butter Twix.
Yeah.
Forget
Never
about
had that.
it. Well, that exists.
And then there's the peanut butter Snickers.
Ooh, yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
I
Peanut
like
butter.
the
We got the mini cups.
at Christmas time when they do the Reese's like peanut butter trees and God, that's good.
See, but I think that's kind of the same with the candy corn pumpkin.
It's too much.
Right.
Yeah.
That with the peanut butter cup, whether it's a mini or a full size cup, they have figured out the proper proportions of chocolate
Now,
and peanut
you
butter.
introduced us last year to something new.
Right.
What was that? It was really good. It was like
was
a
okay.
crisp one or something.
Yeah, it had Reese's Pieces in the cup.
Yeah. It was okay.
It was all right. It wasn't great.
All right.
I'd rather have a standard peanut butter cup.
That was damn good. I'm just going to say.
So do you?
I'm savoring.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just like letting it hang out for a minute.
I thought you had to make chili, so I'm trying to hurry through it.
No, it's all good.
Do you put those Reese's peanut butter cups in your chili?
Oh, hell no. Don't add
That's
chocolate to
a
your...
thing.
Really?
No.
Yes,
Huh.
it's a thing.
No.
I mean, I don't do it.
White Castles. Oh, yeah?
In chili?
I'm not telling you.
That sounds good.
Wow.
Okay.
No, and we're live and on the air, and I'm not going to give away my secrets.
I mean, it's Twix. This is great radio.
So good.
Yes, I'm not gonna be able to
You got the
watch
cookie?
this episode.
And the caramel?
It's pretty good. This is a tough matchup.
It really is.
I'm getting tired.
You're going to go into a diabetic coma and drive home. I'll go first
I know
'cause
mine.
everybody knows where I'm at. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Same.
God bless it.
I mean, Twix is good. Don't get me wrong. I like the crunch or whatever, but you
Well,
just can't beat a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I agree, but that the cookie and the Twix is is
That's a
really
game
good.
changer.
sets it apart.
Yeah, really good.
I'm just trying to decide if I want to whammy it or not.
Ooh.
What are
Wow,
our matchups?
you would take out the content. You would take out like the number one
Right? 'Cause
contender.
I know.
I feel like that's a douche move to do.
But I feel like Twix would go the rest of the way then.
Maybe.
And I
Possibly.
love me some Twix. I know how strongly you feel about Reese's, so I'm going with.
Well, no. You do you,
no, I
friend.
mean-
You do you.
I love it too, so I hate to whammy
Something
the
you
Twix when I love the Reese's. But I love Twix, so I'm gonna vote Twix, but not whammy it. So
like. You lose.
it's like when you vote for, why can't I think of his name? The guy against.
Ross Perot.
Yes, Perot. Thanks. You
Yeah.
knew what I meant. It's like when you vote for Perot, but you know he's not going to win.
All right.
I may or may not have been guilty of that.
Next up, Kit Kat and Butterfinger.
Now,
Butterfinger.
my lovely wife
Nobody better lay
thinks
a
Kit
finger on
Kat
my
is
Butterfinger.
number one.
I love all of those. Honestly, the Reese's peanut butter cups are probably one of my least favorites.
For really?
Wow.
And I know I'm very much the minority there.
Yes.
I like the little texture.
To open, lift, flap, and tear it into. Fucking lie.
Oh, wait, what? I was going in on the Butterfinger.
It's a lie. It.
Now you do get the crispy wafer, which is awesome. Kind of like the Twix, you get some texture, crunchiness, but also nice smooth chocolate.
Good Lord, that was a lot more difficult than it needed to be.
It's so good. It's good. It's good.
It's good.
Kit Kats are good.
But,
mean,
honestly,
yeah.
I was like, if I could do without a Kit Kat. If I never had a Kit Kat, I'd be fine. They're fine. They're good, but
What
I
would
mean,
you do? That's
That's
Klondike.
Klondike.
That's an interesting question. If you could only have one candy bar for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I mean, I feel like we should say that after our tournament, but
Okay.
Me, honestly?
Let's
Yeah.
save that.
we'll
Hold on,
wait,
let's
we'll
save
wait.
that.
We'll wait.
And eat your
Okay,
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger.
I feel like this Butterfinger's too big for this.
Well,
This
we'll
exercise.
leave half of it in case it moved on.
Oh,
You guys are gonna have belly aches.
Your face was
I
like,
haven't had one
It's
in
so
so
good.
long.
Mm-hmm.
it's really good.
Yep.
Wow.
It was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. And I guess you were probably this way when I was a kid. This is the one I always got because it was bigger.
Yes.
You got more candy bar
Yeah, agreed.
for the
I
money.
think you just called me fat.
No,
But
I'm sure you were like this, right?
It makes me think of Bart Simpson.
Nobody
I
better
had
lay
the-
their finger on my Butterfinger.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
Uh-oh.
Peanut butter, right? crispity cream.
But it doesn't have that peanut butter texture. It's like it's a weird
peanut
thing. I
butter.
mean,
Almost like brittle.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's awesome.
I'm talking about making your teeth hurt. It gets stuck in there.
But like, it's not in a bad way. Like when a
Jolly Rancher.
yeah,
it
that gets stuck in there, and you're like,
no, you
fuck.
can't
When
eat.
this gets stuck, you're like, oh, I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna
eating
save
this
that for
an
later.
hour.
Yeah,
I feel messy.
I'm going with Butterfinger.
Yeah, me too.
Butterfinger.
Oh, nice, a sweet.
Swept the category.
What's next?
I can't believe Kit Kats. I would have thought it would have done better. Snickers and Crunch.
Ooh, I mean,
So we have a little
I kind of
nug,
know what I'm gonna do, but
nug of Snickers and Crunch. Man, this is a tough one because
Do I have to eat it?
I'm gonna go Crunch first.
I'm having a bellyache.
Now,
Yeah.
I feel like, to me, Crunch is something that was really popular when I was younger, and I feel like not so much anymore.
Oh,
You
I
don't
think it's
hear-
still out there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's so many other
See-
candy bars now.
I know you,
Yeah.
you think I hate Hershey's. I don't hate Hershey bars. I just think they're kind of boring. And
They are
we
boring.
aren't there yet.
Now I like a
That's the
Mr.
next
Good
one.
bar.
But I think that if Crunch never existed, Hershey bar would be just fine.
Yeah.
You
This,
know?
like,
Or a
steps it up.
Mr. Good bar.
See,
Yeah.
now
You know-
that's how I feel about the Reese's peanut butter cup. Like, it needs a little bit more.
Hmm.
It needs the wafer of the Butterfinger.
Yeah, well, when you start your podcast, you can. No. What's the other one? Snickers. Oh,
You
yeah.
need to get that lavalier microphone. Just put it on.
I know.
I'm not going to eat them. I know what I want. I know what I like.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk out of here with diabetes and a cavity.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're getting a lot. I'm getting a lot of crunch in the microphone. I should probably chill on that.
It's okay. No, they don't mind.
I'm not listening to this one.
I think we all agree. Snickers.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat the Snickers. Just because too much
I'm
going
not a
on.
huge Snickers fan.
No.
Really?
Wow.
I would say Crunch, yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was going to say Crunch until I just ate that Crunch bar, and I was like,
Yum.
"That's not that good." I mean, it's
Yeah.
good. You know, it'd do in a pinch, but it's not like
And this is an
I'm gonna
unfair
go out of my way.
matchup here.
So are you going?
I'm going to go Snickers.
All right, me too.
Plus,
That's
I had
cool.
I had a dog. We had a dog named
Named
Snickers. She
Snickers,
was pretty awesome.
Oh.
Hershey
What do we
and
got?
Baby
Hershey's.
Ruth.
Oh. To me.
All right.
No brainer here.
Do you think Hershey bars?
No.
No, really.
Like you, it's boring. Just
Yeah, I agree.
whatever.
I don't even need to eat it.
But that's
You
why
made
we
me eat a
came
goddamn
here.
circus peanut.
Right?
You totally should have put the Milky Way in instead of
It
the
is good
Hershey's.
though.
I'm tired.
I
We
feel
shoulda what?
A Hershey. Yeah, you should have put the Milky Way in instead of the Hershey's bar.
She's got a fair point. Where
It's a
were
classic.
where you were making the
I
bracket?
feel like a Milky Way's a
But
classic.
Hershey, like, is the name of the company that makes half of this
Milky
shit.
Way comes in a.
This was the OG
We
candy
really got
bar
to get
right
to the
here.
microphone.
Okay.
Why doesn't she pick up the handheld? Wasn't that the
Yeah,
intention?
because she's got to float with her camera.
Oh. Baby Ruth.
Yep.
Lot of quiet time because of chewing.
Maybe you need some background.
Yeah, it's Baby Ruth for sure.
Spooky music.
But Hershey
The
was better
Munsters.
than I remembered.
Baby Ruth's moving on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, this is an interesting.
I got a bunch of like half-eaten candy bars.
That was
right
the
here.
Addams Family, not the Munsters.
This
Okay.
is an interesting matchup. We're going to start with this bottom one for the next round. Snickers and Baby Ruth.
Okay,
It's damn near the
that's-
same
yeah.
candy bar,
But
right?
they're not. They're so not the
They're
same.
not, yeah. But they're
Okay.
similar.
Baby Ruth, oh, you're not even
I know I like Baby Ruth
You're-
better.
pooping on this party.
I'm sorry. Like it's painful
Why is it painful?
because my tummy
Oh,
hurts.
all right.
A lot of sweets.
It is a lot.
She had more circus peanuts than you.
I did. I had like 4.
Wow. Maybe that's your problem. Well, and plus, no wonder your stomach hurts because you put a fucking pool noodle in there.
It's not a pool noodle.
Look at it. Here's one. Here's a bisected.
Not a pool noodle. It's good.
Here, take a picture of that.
That yummy goodness.
Yeah, that's not. That's here.
You won't
See,
be in there.
This right there.
You're afraid.
Exhibit A.
It's not a pool noodle.
Okay, these are
It's
very
a circus
similar,
penis.
but the Baby Ruth has more of the nougat and comes across
It's
as like
nuttier.
Really? The baby Ruth?
I feel like it does. It's too much of that and not enough of the peanuts and caramel. Snickers is the perfect mix of the
Yeah.
three. Snickers in my
I
book.
think they're very
All
close.
those same things in it?
Mm-hmm.
But I think a Snickers wins out because you're right. It's a better balance of. There's more nut in the Ruth The Snickers is the perfect balance, and that's why it's a fucking Snickers.
Yeah.
It's probably I don't know if it's the best, but it's got to be one of the best selling candy bars
I can't even get my glasses on.
in the world. Why do I have such wicked hiccups?
I don't know.
Okay, so
Hey,
Snickers. This is
Sorry,
going to be
Rebecca.
good. Peanut butter cup
Oh,
versus Butterfinger.
shit. Oh man,
That's tough.
Yeah.
Sir, I already ate all my peanut butter cup.
I already ate all my
Me
Butterfinger
too.
and my peanut butter cup.
But I think we can still make our determinations. Here, I got candy on the microphone.
It's tough though. They both give that peanut butter flavor.
Yep.
You get the texture with a Butterfinger.
You're
Yep.
going with what your consistent favorite is.
I don't know.
I,
No?
honestly,
Is there an upset?
after I just had that Butterfinger,
So good.
it's the bomb.
Yeah. I got to go with Butterfinger.
The upset. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
Wow.
what I would do, too.
See, this is why we're eating them
This is why
because
we're doing it. Because Ryan would have said Reese's.
if we
all
weren't
day.
eating them, I would have gone with Reese's in a heartbeat.
Okay, so
I
now,
can't even believe it.
And now I got Butterfinger and Snickers, and this is
Oh shit.
Butterfinger. Duh.
I don't know.
I feel like that's sacrilegious.
I don't get that excited about a Snickers bar. So maybe I'm just weird.
Because it gives you that.
See, I have a Snickers
Saltiness
here
of the
still. I'm
nut.
going to eat this Snickers bar.
You get the caramel, which is great. Makes anything better.
Well,
but
part
you
of
get
my
that
problem too is
crispy-
that I'm not a huge fan of milk chocolate. I prefer dark chocolate.
I'm kind of with you.
So I like something that's like, that's why I like the peppermint patties because they're a little, the chocolate's more bitter.
It's tough, right?
And you don't have M&Ms. Why did you do M&Ms?
Because did
Nobody
I buy
sold
M&Ms?
them in small packages.
I didn't buy
They
'em.
did. They sent those little fun size ones,
But
but
I spent $35 on
Yeah.
a damn bag of candy. I wouldn't buy another one
yeah, candy's pretty expensive, especially
right now.
2 days before fucking
Yeah, they
Halloween
jack up the price.
or a day before Halloween.
Well, I love Butterfinger, and you know, I told you I used to buy that. That was my go-to growing up. But honestly, I gotta go Snickers. I love Butterfinger, but I'm going Snickers.
Man, I'm feeling exactly the same way. Butterfinger is, and if you ask my wife, if you were to say, hey, go get your husband like his favorite candy bar and his favorite
She'd get a
favorite,
Butterfinger.
she would get a Butterfinger. She would, without a doubt, she would get a Butterfinger. She would get my son peanut butter cups, and they're delicious. As far as Halloween candies go, there's what you get most excited about whenever you open up your bucket, or your pillow sack, right?
Now, I'm going to tell you, here's why you're not going to pick Butterfinger, and you're going to do it anyway because I said no, but Butterfinger is way more likely to make a mess. To
Yeah.
get the
That's
little
a fair point.
crumbs
You
all over
can't get
the...
away with eating
Yeah.
a Butterfinger.
Yeah.
You're going to get the little crumblies on
Yes.
the wherever you're
Right.
eating it.
But you don't lose half your snack when you like. I feel like that's how it is with. Peanut
But the
butter cups.
the
Right.
Butterfinger kind of is a gift that keeps on giving, like we said. They store you can
true.
store it easily,
Yeah.
and the Snickers is it's gone. It's over.
Yeah.
I'm going Butterfinger.
Wow.
I'm going
Ah,
Butterfinger.
should I whammy it?
Oh my! On the final,
Final. I'll honor the process. I could have had it. Could have
Could
won
have been
it.
a contender.
so
No, that's a good choice. Wow. The upset.
Yeah.
Two upsets, really.
Yeah.
Reese's didn't make it, and Snickers lost.
yeah, and
And it's not that they're not good. It's just that's better.
They're all so good.
Skittles and Butterfinger. But I think this is
But I
obviously
feel like there's some honorable mentions here that
Yeah.
got overlooked that should be because if
Fair
my husband or my children were to go get
Candy.
mom's favorite candy,
right.
this is what
The
they
Heath
bring
bar?
back.
Really?
They bring back a Heath bar or a Milky Way Midnight
If you were buying Dad his favorite candy bar, would you get him?
0 bar.
Yeah, isn't that the weirdest fucking thing?
And you know who else's
I saw
favorite
those
candy
at the
bar
store
is the
today,
0
too.
bar?
Who?
Mallory.
Really? They're pretty good.
What is that?
Underrated.
White chocolate, nougat.
And is there nuts in it?
There is no nuts. No, it's a smooth candy bar.
Yeah, it's weird, but we had a seemingly endless supply
Like
in
a
our
case of
freezer
them. Yeah.
whenever we were kids, and we weren't allowed to touch them.
Nope.
Like if we ate a fucking 0 bar, it was our ass. I'm like, you gonna put candy in the freezer and we can't touch it? That little fucker gets them all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Instead, we drank his beer.
Yeah, well, that's only fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
And
know.
a payday. Payday's
Payday's good.
Pretty
Saving there for
stinking
later.
good.
Yeah.
Now,
And,
for a
and that's
long
just
time-
what is the middle of that?
My go-to
Caramel.
Caramel. Yeah.
My go-to Blizzard was a Heath Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Yep.
York pepper and patties are good too.
I
And
love
so-
York
we didn't do
peppermint.
Whoppers.
Did you
which
say
is also one
peckermint?
of my favorites.
Maybe I did.
Peckermint.
Maybe
What's
I got
on your
all kinds
mind,
of
Ryan?
problems. I got a lot of penis on my mind.
Peckermint.
So
Reese's penis and peckermint.
yeah, York peckermint patty. Yeah, whatever. What was I gonna say there?
I
God
don't
damn it!
know.
Oh, did you guys see the little chubby kid dressed up as Chris Farley and the fat guy?
Holy
in the little,
shit, that was hysterical.
Yeah, this little kid, and his face actually looks like
Yes,
Farley.
he looks like a little
but
Chris
he's
Farley.
got a coat on that is too small, and he's at there, fat guy. He's a little bitty guy. I mean, he's like what 4 or 5?
Yeah,
maybe?
if that.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's great.
It was
Definitely
hysterical.
wins Halloween. You know, there's.
What's funny is that he has no idea what that movie is, and his parents
Yeah,
were
but his
like,
parents made him watch it. And
"You're
like, all right,
fat
this is
and
what
kinda
we're
look
gonna
like
do.
Chris
You know.
Oh,
So
God.
Wow.
I don't dig Halloween at all. The weather sucks. I'm right now debating. I mean, now I got to bottle this fucking candy. It's like, dude, I'm seriously considering turning the light off and being like, you know what? Fuck
if
it, I'm
it's
out.
really, really cold, because I got to deal with the dogs,
I know what I was
going
gonna say.
crazy at the door.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time.
You got,
I got a bitch.
yeah, dog's
What?
going crazy.
Go ahead. You got to deal with the dogs.
I'll just set the
Right.
bucket out on there and
Yeah.
just let them have
Oh,
at it.
see, that's
horrible idea.
that's a mistake because then you get the asshole kid that comes along. And
I don't care. Then I don't have the candy that I have to worry about my
Right.
fat ass eating whenever it's in the fucking house.
So speaking of asshole kids,
Who are you venting about?
I live
What
in a
did TJ
neighborhood.
do now?
No, not the kid, not my kids. I live in a neighborhood. There are 104 homes in my neighborhood. There are 4 blocks, and there are 2 end streets. Right,
Yep.
so it's about 104 homes, and they're not crazy tight packed, but they're closely put together. Right. Our neighborhood is a destination for the rural folks that made the fucking choice to move out to the boonies and not have places to trick or treat.
Oh, I see.
And then they want to load up their van with all their little derelict fucking kids and bring them to my neighborhood and take candy that I am putting out for my neighborhood kids. I don't agree with that. I don't think you should do. I think it's rude.
Now, Ryan.
Also, it goes right along with the kid that's a little bit too old
yeah.
to be trick or treating. So it's right at about the same level of violation.
Like
if
they
you
might
will.
have driven themselves to your
Right.
neighborhood.
Right.
When
If
they
you
have-
drove the minivan, then you can't.
When
get
they're
candy.
dressed up like a bum and the beard is real,
Right. Then-
they're probably
yeah.
too
Yeah.
old to trick
You don't
or
get any
treat.
fucking candy from
Right.
my house.
And the cigar's real.
Right. So
Now, did you ever go to a different neighborhood than your own?
no, we had a big neighborhood
We
though
had an
growing up.
enormous
Yeah,
subdivision.
we couldn't even cover the whole neighborhood.
Nope.
Not in any
Not
year.
before you were expected to be home and everybody shut their lights out.
Not in any year that I ever trick or treated as
No
a kid
way.
did we finish the neighborhood. It was huge. I mean, I don't know. I can't even venture a guess as to how many homes were in the neighborhood, but it was big.
You
So-
had to get around the lake and the
Well,
moat
yeah,
and,
right.
And
There
the,
was a
and
lake.
the community.
Yeah, there was a lake.
We all gave out full-size candy bars.
No, that would have been nice. That was before the kind of the trend of full size candy
Yeah.
bars, and that's another thing too. Is that
That's kind of
the
a-
pissing contest of
Right.
and I know it's great. It's a great gesture. I think it's even better whenever there are people that put out the big full size candy bars. It's like it's only for the kids you know.
Right.
It's like a kid comes up, is like, oh, I know that kid. That's Tom's kid or whatever. Like, here, you get a full size Snickers. But
Well, that's
then
how I
you
am.
get this other little derelict motherfucker in here. You
gets a
get
mini.
Smarties, motherfucker.
Well, that's how I am
You
with
get a handful
kids.
of pennies.
If I know the kids and I like the kids, they get like 2 handfuls.
Yeah,
If I don't know the kids and they walk up and they say nothing,
yeah.
that's my bitch.
So
See,
the other thing is that there's
I
a
don't get a
trunk or
bitch.
treat. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I wasn't done with my mind really, but go ahead.
Have you
Go
met
ahead.
well,
Ryan?
this is in the same, like it's on the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now you fucked it up. Just
No,
go.
I didn't. No, I
Just
didn't.
go.
You
Nope.
give them. You give
go.
them 2.
Nope, you
If
go.
you don't know the little bastards, you
You
get
go.
nothing.
Oh, yeah, because they walk up and they don't say anything.
Oh yeah.
And they just stand there with their dumb little bucket and
Mm-hmm.
their, flashy light in it. And I'm like, hi.
Yeah.
And their parents are just standing out there with their thumb up their butt. And I'm
You
like,
used to
teach your
have to-
kids some
Yeah,
manners.
you used
If
to have
nothing
to
else, say
tell a
trick or
joke.
treat.
Yeah.
Or hi, something, instead of just grunting and opening their pillowcase.
See, I just want to get rid of them. So I'm like, all right, I don't care what you said.
No,
here.
if I'm going
Go
to sit
away.
out there and freeze my arse off and
Yeah.
pass out
How you
this
feel
candy,
about trunk or treats?
I don't hate them.
I think,
think that-
they're underrated.
Agreed. No,
Okay.
I agree.
I think
Explain.
I don't want to attend
I don't think
it.
we ever did that.
I don't want to attend
No,
it.
it's a relatively new concept.
I know I never did. Well, I don't think our
they
kids
were
did
going
either.
on when our kids were little.
Yeah, it was a
I
new
really
thing.
antisocial, so we didn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't want to go hang out with a bunch of people that
Yeah.
Well, a lot
well,
of it depends. It started out with a lot of
go
churches.
car to car. Yeah.
And we did it a couple times whenever Mallory was little at our parish, and it was huge.
Right.
It was a big deal. People would decorate their trunks and
because there's a
all
few
sorts of
hundred
stuff.
people that go to that church, and now you got all kinds
so
of.
you've got like
I mean, you're going to clean house.
you figure
on the
you've got like
candy.
35 people that have kids 13 and under
Yeah.
that would be of trick-or-treating age that showed up now at this. But I did learn at that time that a lot of those parents were saying trunk or treat or trick or treat. So if you're going to want to trick or treat, we're not going to trunk or treat. So you choose one or the other.
I feel like part of the appeal with trick or treating is going house to house,
Right.
kind of going up, and is this guy friendly? Is he mean? What kind of candy they have? When you just go to the next car over, do you even say trick or treat again? Or
I feel like you should.
Probably know them.
right?
Well, I also think that
Yeah, it's everybody
the
from
trunk or
church.
treaters should put a little effort into it.
Well, that's what
You
I
know.
mean. Like, people would decorate their trunks.
It'd be
And
like tailgating.
we had one
know.
person who had a yellow Camaro, and he dressed it up like he dressed it up.
Yeah.
He made it look like Bumblebee.
Right?
Oh, okay.
So I mean, and
Okay.
yeah, it was
Alright.
cool, and
I
he
can
had
see
some
that.
lights around it and
Yeah.
stuff.
And like I said, I never did it. Our kids never did it, so
Most
I can't
importantly,
really speak to it.
it
but-
gets those kids out of my fucking neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it gets them, and that's where they belong. If you live in a,
That's where they belong.
Well, it's true. I mean, if
you don't live in a subdivision,
If you live in
then
a
you
rural
need to go to a
community,
trunk or treat.
then yeah,
I don't know.
You don't just go.
I don't know. I
walk
feel
into
bad
some-
for those kids.
Fuck them.
That kid didn't move there. His parents did.
Yeah, well, fuck them.
Fuck them.
My
That kid
parents
just
live
wants to
in
go
town,
trick or
and they
treating.
complain every year 'cause they don't get any
Well,
Yeah, they live in the middle of town.
They should come by.
Well, is
But,
it not a lot
we-
of young
we-
families that
we
live in
do-
town
I
then?
think that's part of it.
think
And
they
their
go
their
to
street is
other
definitely like
subdivisions
way off the.
that are just easier to maneuver through, I think.
They're in the middle of town, but they're kind of tucked back.
Your
You
mom's-
wouldn't even know that street was there. if you
Yeah,
didn't.
unless you knew it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for the kid who only has two houses on his
Go to a trunk
LL
or treat.
road
Right.
or whatever. Yeah.
Now I would say that, and we have a kid that
Got
Oliver's
grouchy Ryan over here. not
Oliver's
giving me
little
candy.
buddy comes over every year, and he
That's
lives
different.
he
If
lives
you're
rural.
invited to
Right.
a friend's house to go trick or treating, that's fine. But if a
Right.
car pulls up and a bunch of them just
That's
run
exactly
out,
right.
that's horseshit.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
And that
So if
happens
you-
in my neighborhood,
So if
too.
you live in that, if you feel bad for that kid, I do too. And we allow for that. That if if we know you and you're good
You
people,
invited him.
yeah, come on over. You can
Right.
trick or treat in our neighborhood. That's fine. But yeah, it's whenever it's that van full that shows up. When usually the other thing is they show up way later than they should.
Right.
have.
The end of the night.
Yeah, it's like, hey, candy's gone, and also. You put down your beer before you come up to trick or treat, motherfucker. It's just
Your 5 o'clock shadow showing.
yeah. I don't dig it.
Yeah.
No,
I don't like the damn holiday to begin with, and it's a very flawed holiday.
The most memorable
Not even a
trick or
holiday.
treating I remember as a kid was we went to my aunt and uncle's who lived out in, I want to say, St. Peter's. So it was pretty, it was like an hour drive from where we were. And I think we already did a little bit of trick or treating in our neighborhood. For some reason, we drove out to their house, and they only, we got to go on one street. So we didn't get hardly any candy. And it was just like, what a waste of a night. We could have been out trick or treating. But there was this guy that lived at the end of their street, kind of up the hill. His house was very tucked away behind some trees and stuff. It was very kind of creepy. That, witch at the end of the street kind of thing. And nobody went to his house because he was so tucked away, and he had the biggest bowl of candy, and he let us all have it, like me and my brother and sister, and he was like, here you go, and he just dumped it in our bags.
Yeah.
And we came home with a haul. It
There
was
you
awesome.
go. See, it paid off.
It did.
Did you guys ever did anybody in your neighborhoods ever do haunted houses?
Oh yeah.
Like when you're trick or treating, you walk through.
Yep.
Oh, in their home?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
neighbors,
Yeah.
my
I
neighbors
feel
now.
like they're gonna put
did
the
it.
kibosh on that anymore.
Well, back when
Come on in, little kid.
Yeah, there was a neighborhood in where my first house was before we moved over here, and then when we were growing up, there was a couple houses that did that in the neighborhood where
You
they
remember that one house? Maybe it was when we still lived on Falcon View. It was a ranch house, and the porch was all decorated. And there was a scarecrow and a bale of hay and all this kind of stuff.
yeah, it sounds like every house would trick or treat.
Right. And you go up and to ring the doorbell, and the scarecrow reaches out and goes, "Raw!"
I don't remember that. Yeah.
I dropped my whole bag of candy. I have the goosebumps now
Right now,
thinking about
yeah.
how, holy shit, that scared me so bad.
Well, I dropped
And
my
he got-
candy and I pooped.
Yeah.
So now what,
And
smart
this
ass?
man got the biggest kick out of my reaction to it. And all I kept thinking was, I want to go home now. I'm done.
Every year I say I'm going to do this, and I don't, but I want to dress up as a scarecrow, burlap sack over my head, stuff some straw at the end of my, and totally, and then and pad my top a little bit, and just sit in a chair, kind of, totally fake, and
scare the shit out of kids.
But let about 10 kids go by where you don't move.
Yeah.
Then you
rah.
reach out to one.
That's good.
And then somebody drops their candy and shits their pants.
Yeah.
Right.
And then their dad hits you.
And then their dad comes back and says, "The fuck." Anywhoozy.
Well, we do. What was your best costume, Ryan?
Mine sucked, all of them. No, I mean, that's part of the reason why Halloween sucked, because I'm not a creative person. I didn't come up with anything fun. My mother didn't really care either.
Mom didn't really care for Halloween.
Yeah, I was
We were both
a Navy
sailors.
sailor forever.
Not store-bought.
And then,
legitimate U.S. Navy issued.
I mean, it had my name on it because it was my dad's.
I was going to say it had Dad's name on it.
Well, but it's my name too.
Right.
It was my name too then.
Yeah, right. Yeah, our last name. So, and then that was an easy one because it was comfortable. Like I said, I told you about my grandmother really did it. It was supposed to be Charlie Chaplin, but basically if you took the hat off,
He looked like
I
Hitler.
looked like Hitler. Yeah, I mean, she didn't really think this through, but nobody even said anything about it
But
then
she
either.
did love Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. I mean, she's like, "Oh, well, you could walk like this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to. Fuck it, whatever. It's gonna give me candy. All right, let's do this."
Goose stepping out in the
I
hallway.
don't. Just the whole fucking thing is so stupid.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the way that you were raised. And Mom has taken ownership of the fact that she didn't like Halloween.
Right. Well,
And then we also had some other crazy shit happen on Halloween.
The other problem with the holiday, I mean, just there's so many things, but how ramped up it's gotten. Like I purport that 20 years ago, if you drove through a neighborhood on October 20th, you would see some jack-o'-lanterns on the porch, maybe. You'd see some pumpkins. Maybe you'd see a scarecrow or a couple bales of hay. That's about it. Now, it's full-on Christmas lights and shit, but Halloween
Some people
themed.
do that, yeah.
And that's how my neighborhood is. I mean, there's
inflatable pumpkin. in the
there's
front
more
yard.
goddamn styrofoam headstones in front yards. And it's like, maybe you motherfuckers ought to work on some landscaping around this bitch as opposed to going and pissing away your paycheck on a fucking Walmart
I do a little
Halloween
bit of
decorations,
fall decorating because I like fall. Like
Yeah.
I'll put out pumpkin, stuff or whatever, but I don't do lights. I won't do any of that crazy shit.
No, it's stupid. I think it's. But so that's
I
the other
didn't
thing.
even buy a real pumpkin this year.
I had to talk to a lady
Buy
at
a
the
fake
bank.
pumpkin?
I have a ceramic one.
Oh, okay.
I had to talk to a lady at the bank yesterday, and she was a nice lady. She was fine. But I said, well, when will you be able to get back to me with an answer? And she's like, well, I'm going to be out tomorrow. No, I'm going to be out Thursday and Friday because of Halloween stuff for my son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really? You're taking 2 fucking days of
Yeah.
PTO for Halloween? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, people do that.
What Kristen said is that she's probably volunteering at the school party or something. So
It's
I
possible.
have a bunch of coworkers
maybe,
who are taking off Friday because of,
Yeah.
of the day after Halloween with their kids, and I'm just like,
I don't know. I just think
Really?
it just seems completely out of out of their mind. I would never do that.
No.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to take holidays
Right.
off to for Halloween. That's silly.
Yeah.
Now, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. Those are pretty good ones.
4th of July.
4th of July. Yeah, I mean, but they have meaning.
those are drinking holidays. Like,
Nah, not necessarily, but they are for me. But so is Halloween.
yeah. Okay.
But
I don't think of it as.
I think they have meaning.
Never went.
Well, the holidays, like when you say the holidays, most people think Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do have meaning.
Sure.
Plus, they bring families together. Halloween doesn't bring a family together.
No.
There's no let's
Brings
come
assholes
together.
together. Yeah.
Brings assholes together.
Yeah.
It's a kid's holiday.
Well, and
period.
and that's the other problem with this. Nowadays, you got the sexy whatever. Everything's a sexy
Right.
And it's like, well, who's this fucking for? Is it for whores or is it for the kids to get candy?
That was Ellen DeGeneres did a whole skit on that the other night.
Did she?
She said, as if Dory could get any sexier, and now there's a sexy Dory costume.
It's
Nice.
stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Did you see Jennifer Aniston kiss
Mm-hmm.
Ellen? I thought that was pretty funny. And then she was like, I get it now.
I just
Jennifer
love
Aniston
Ellen.
said, I get it
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
She was like, I think it came up because Ellen had kissed Howard Stern on the Howard Stern show.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, how long is it, or when's the last time you kissed a man? And she's like, when's the last time you kissed a woman? And she's like, I don't kiss women on the lips. And then Ellen like puckered up and
it happened.
She kissed her and she goes,
Right on.
I get it.
It's really soft. She goes, yeah, now you know why I do this. She goes, I get it.
Wow.
It was pretty funny.
That's cool.
I
love
love Ellen.
What was I going to say? I had something else
sorry.
there. No. It's what you didn't interrupt anything. I had a thought and it was fleeting.
Well, we were talking about how I said it was a children's holiday, a kid's holiday, and you said,
yeah, that's all right.
Ryan
It's gone.
poops on Halloween every year.
well,
Yeah.
in his defense, it's
Nah.
easy to poop on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there are kids out there that dig it, and I don't want to shit on it for them.
No,
Enjoy
because
it
when
as
your
much
kids
as
were little,
can,
you
but-
celebrated it with them. You did all the things
Yeah.
that Dad was supposed to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I mean, it is what it is. We lost our grandmother on Halloween. Our
Right.
mom hated Halloween.
Well, and like Kristen said that moms and dad would go around and get drunk or whatever. So Joe and I did that. Well,
Brian did
usually
that.
only on the weekend when it falls on a
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
If they would make this holiday it's a Saturday.
the last Saturday of October,
Game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Game changer.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's on a Thursday,
a Tuesday,
it's
whatever.
like, come
yeah.
on, what are we doing here? Now it's just an inconvenience.
Yeah, we had a guy at work took his kids to the trunk or treat last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So almost a week before Halloween, but he's like, well, that's when they're doing it.
Mhm.
Jesus, it's not, you barely even think it's the holiday.
Yeah, I've been watching them go on,
Yeah.
for probably 2 weeks.
You think candy's cheaper at like Walgreens and CVS and all that
Tomorrow,
shit
or,
after on Friday?
Friday
on the
it will be.
first.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
sure.
probably all like
Half
3 for
off, yeah.
free.
It's a fucking disaster going to CVS.
I went to
Right.
CVS yesterday because I didn't.
Oh.
I was
You
prepared.
did you go to CVS?
Yeah, I went to the one there at Brentwood and
So
Clayton.
Ryan came to my house just bitching.
I went
About
to
CVS.
on the way home. I stopped at CVS. I didn't buy anything. I walked through there. I had to pee really bad, so I had to find the bathroom first, which is not very clearly marked. They need to work on that. But I peed, came back out, washed my hands, found the candy
Thank
aisle,
you.
and I realized that I don't know how much anything costs. And also, there's apparently some type of card that I need to have in order to get a discount.
CVS card or whatever.
So, and I don't know if I fucking have that. My
Right.
wife probably has that, but I don't have that. Do I need the actual
give a
physical
phone
card? Do I
number.
just give the phone number? I don't know. But
Right.
but then there's a price. There's a price. Maybe somewhere there's a price on this fucking thing, and it's like, but if you get two for 3, or you get 2 for this much if you have the card. But if you don't have the card, well, tell me how much the fucking product is. Just tell me how much it costs. I want to buy that. How much does it cost? You can't fucking tell me that. So I left CVS.
Okay.
And I went to Walgreens.
All right.
And the exact same thing happened. So I went to Walmart, and it was awesome.
There you go.
$2.78 for a bag of candy bars. It was perfect. I walked in, big fucking sign, $2.78, bag of candy. It's that fucking simple. It's not that hard. But Walgreens and CVS, I think they're like Target.
I didn't
They're-
have that problem at CVS, so I can't.
Well, I think it's also because you're female and that you're kind of cut
Possible.
out for that kind of stuff. Guys are. I've talked about with Target, right? The Target is meant to. All right,
It appeals to women.
It definitely does. Men don't. We don't want to be.
Makes
we don't
me
need
soft
all of
and
these
comfy
distractions.
and
I want to
happy.
walk in and say, "Where are the blue jeans?" Okay, well they're right there. I'm going there.
They're generally straight down on the right
don't
side
care.
to the back.
Don't care because I'm never going to buy them from there.
Well, I know, I'm
Where
just
is
saying. That's where the
if I
men's
want to
wear
buy
is.
I don't know what else. What I buy at Target?
T-shirt.
in
Graphic
the
t-shirt.
same-
Graphic T-shirt.
It's in the same area.
Yeah, I gotta walk through, but I gotta walk through a fucking maze, and then
No,
once
you don't.
get
You go all the way down, then you hang a left.
once you get to that location, good luck finding the front of the store again. Now you need a Sherpa.
It's a
'Cause-
horseshoe.
No. There's a big wall that they put in your way, so you can't see daylight. You don't know where you're at anymore. You're all fucking turned around.
Target does always
You're
have a big
supposed
wall.
to.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Why? It's a pointless wall.
No, it's the same concept as why there's no clocks or windows in casinos. They want you to spend
Yeah.
time. You spend more time, you spend more money.
By the way, the Nationals just took the lead 3-2 in the top of the
Oh,
seventh.
wow.
Oh my goodness, that happened fast.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. Is that
Are we-
Soto?
Kendrick.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Kendrick,
got
okay.
peeing to do.
Yeah.
And all right, well, we want to thank you for listening, putting up with our vocal noises while we're chomping on candy and smacking chocolate. What was our winners again? Butterfinger in the candy bar category,
Yes.
and Skittles, right?
In
Yes.
the non-candy
Skittles.
bar category.
Non-candy bar in the candy category.
Solid choices. I
And,
feel.
and honestly, I think
Absolutely.
everybody knew Skittles was going to win. The chocolate was a much closer race.
Yeah, I figured
so-
probably. I actually, for some reason, thought the Crunch Bar was going to take it home. Oh, well.
It is, you got the little Rice Krispie thing going on. It is
I feel like these Crunch bars are flawed. They need more crunch.
Yeah.
They need
They've been
that's a
cutting
good
back on the
idea. For,
crunch.
hey,
Extra
if you're
crunchy
listening,
crunch bars?
yeah, double crunch bar.
Yeah.
It's even marketed for you.
Double crunch.
Come on, we're setting it up for you, Nestle. Fucking pick up what we're putting down, assholes.
We'll hashtag them on the
Right.
So. All right.
Double
well, thanks.
crunch bars. How
for-
come that doesn't exist?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. Maybe that's a whatchamacallit.
It's anarchy. Oh, I love a whatchamacallit.
I think a whatchamacallit is a crunchy, very crunchy
Can
candy
you get
bar.
those anymore?
Oh, yeah. They
How about
have.
a Take
I saw
Five?
those tonight. I saw those too. Those are a fairly new evolution
good
of candy,
candy
bar. Isn't
bar,
it a
though.
Reese's thing?
I don't know if it's Reese's or
Is
not,
that
but it's
peanut butter in
tasty
it?
as
Does it have peanut butter in it?
So
It
what
does.
what we didn't have, and I wondered if you guys would even mention it, is the Mounds and
Oh, Almond Joy.
Where do you guys fall
Almond
on
Joy got
those?
nuts.
I love both.
I don't.
Well, you
they're
do-
both
you don't like
coconut,
coconut.
right? Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah,
coconut
I like
guy.
coconut.
But
Yeah, I like
those
both
are,
of them.
like people get pretty passionate
Yep.
about those. I mean, I don't get it, but
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
hate
you don't
either
like
one of them.
coconut.
it's their own.
That was
All
another
right.
one of Dad's favorites.
Yeah.
Well, happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Hopefully, you're listening to this before you
too
take
late.
your kids out trick or treating. I'm going to try to edit it tonight, I guess. Maybe while
Well,
you're
you'd have to
making chili, I'm
shove
going
it
to be
out editing
a
the podcast.
But Rebecca's in a chili cook-off tomorrow, so she's
Oh,
got to
boy.
race home tonight and
Whip out my chili,
yeah,
and I will report
it's
next
gonna be
week
good.
on
Yeah,
whether or
I
not I
look forward
won.
to hearing the results of that
Yeah.
because and I
You're a traditionalist.
Ryan likes
Yeah.
to brag about his chili.
well,
His chili is good. I've
Yeah,
had it. His chili is
yeah.
very,
I
very
think I've
good.
had it.
It's not to say
I
that
think
mine's
yeah,
not.
but you,
It was
and you're
really
not
good.
an onion guy,
No,
but you couldn't find an onion in there, could you?
and I want to know that secret.
It's just cook the shit
Cook it
out
long
of it.
enough.
Yeah.
I feel like if I did that, I'd just have a bunch of burned onions.
No, you got to cook
Yeah.
the onions with your hamburger, and then they just basically disappear.
Okay.
Just throwing candy at the camera.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Till
thanks
next
again.
time.
Until next time, I'm Jared,
I'm Ryan.
I'm Rebecca.
and get a load of this.
Peace. That he said something along the lines of the consequences of small decisions. That you make these we make these decisions in life and we don't think about what the consequences of those decisions are going to be. And the consequences is not the right word, but the risks involved, right? That you should think about those every not it's hard because every decision, every little fucking thing, it's really hard to make a balanced judgment on each little thing like that. But you should know if you're, somewhat with it. You should know, like, all right, this seems like an important moment where this decision could completely alter my life.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know how to articulate it as well as the events of your life one, but I think it's a t-shirt slogan. It's
For sure.
It's like, beware of the consequences of small decisions.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
every small decision builds up to one big
We
outcome.
need to start making T-shirts here.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you guys need T-shirts anyway. Jared needs one that says it's good.
It's good.
You made a big deal about that. The one.
It's good.
Oh, right. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think these are more like when I gave TJ his pens for college. I bought him some cross pens and I had engraved on them the events of your life, because he knows the rest. So I'm thinking that I need to get these new ones for Chuckles.
There you go.
I got a little bit of time. Maybe I'll come up with something new by then. But I think it's really good. Like if you think about the choices you made, like when you met your significant other, for either of you, if maybe you didn't go a certain way to class, you wouldn't have bumped into her. Or you, or let's say your parents decided instead of sending you to private school, they're going to send you to public school. I mean, these are decisions that have just enormous. It's the whole butterfly effect, just enormous impact. Our father, if he had decided not to move us back from Denver, or if he maybe never moved us there to begin with, and we would have stayed on Hawson or Grand or whatever, and would have never moved that to Falcon View and met those friends, and then moved on to meet those friends. All these little things. I think about there was a dance at Webster Groves that I went to at the last minute,
and that's where you met your wife.
That's where I met Tammy. So, yeah.
But see, I kind of that's great, and I appreciate that. But I also think the other way too. I'm like,
destiny.
No, I think none of it matters. And if I had gone to a private school instead of a public school, I wouldn't have met my wife, but I would have met somebody else. We would have fallen in love, and you wouldn't be aware of the differences. And like
that means you're not his soulmate,
right?
You also need
Yeah,
to,
nobody's a soulmate.
Not overthink every choice that you make. Not like, oh, if I do this, then
Well, no, yeah, definitely don't overthink every choice. You need to sometimes live
in the moment.
Live in the moment and be willing to take a chance and those kinds
swing
of
from
things.
your butt rope.
But every once in a while, you get those opportunities presented to you, and you're like,
"This is big.
I know what the right choice
this.
is here.
Yeah.
I should really make the right.
Now I do think things
it's
like
recognizing those.
The person that we all know who recently died in the train accident kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. You don't know. But
that could only have happened in that 1 or 2 second window.
Mm-hmm.
If he had waited another couple seconds to gone, he would have seen the train. If he had gone a couple seconds earlier, if the train,
I think that
it could only happen in that narrow window, and that the effect that's having on obviously his family, but a lot of people.
Right.
So in my opinion,
immense.
for what it's worth, I think that until you have maybe a moment like that, like a life-changing moment, whether you're aware of it or not, you don't recognize that those moments are freaking
until
huge,
it's passed.
until it's passed, until it's over with. And I'm talking about the morning that I had the aneurysm. And I don't know if it was a me moment or a Mallory moment. Like I can't, like
but
maybe
someone
it was
made
both.
a decision that was critical.
Someone made it a huge decision,
Right.
whether it was
Right.
her or I
Yeah.
that made that huge decision. It was her to hit snooze one more time. It was me to
So-
decide to walk out into the hallway instead of laying back down in bed. Whatever it was, that whole culmination of decisions, little decisions,
Yep.
helped her save my life.
Right.
You
The
know?
first time that I had this not idea, but the first time I kind of recognized, like, boy, if I'd only that I can recall. Maybe that's not the first time ever that it happened, but the earliest time that I can recall was the first time I got pulled over by the popo, and I was coming home from someone's house in Kirkwood, and I, instead of staying on the highway and going all the way to 55 to Butler Hill, I got off at Tesson and I went
all the way
over
lit.
Butler Hill and I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was stone sober. It was just late. I was past curfew because I was.
wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, well, I really wasn't. I was going a little bit fast. I was doing like 7 over.
So you drew his attention. Not many people on the road.
Right. He pulled me over. He ran everything. He saw I was fine. He wrote me a curfew ticket, they're just annoying.
Yeah.
Because
All that is a warning.
Right. And you really don't even need to tell your parents about it. But when we're kids, we think
You
we
don't
do.
know. Yeah,
Right.
you're absolutely right.
So the rest of the drive home, I'm thinking to myself, boy, if I had just stayed on the highway, I wouldn't have. And I thought it was the end of the world. I thought, oh my God, this is it. I'm never going to drive again. My dad's going to have my ass.
First curfew ticket I got, I thought, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, but I remember thinking like, oh, if I had just done this, if instead of going this way, I'd gone that way, or if I had left 5 minutes earlier, maybe that cop would have been
small
busy
decisions,
doing something. It was of no consequence. It wasn't a huge like, oh my God, life changing thing. But I just remember like, okay, well, I made a choice. But I do that now. I'll be driving. I'm like, well, if I get off that way, something bad's going to happen. I just have like an omen. So we got to kick this off. But also, quick numerology thing. Do you ever have numbers that like keep coming up in your like they're always there?
No.
You don't have those?
No.
Do you ever have numbers that are just like always there?
Not exactly, but I do see patterns that I think, that's too
726.
really.
That's your number that constantly comes up? That's weird.
That's when your alarm clock works.
No. That's what time I frequently wake up, and the first time I look at the clock. It's also what time at night, or for whatever reason, I frequently look at the clock, which are kind of stupid. It was also the pack number, the Cub Scout pack that I was in when I was a kid.
Funny.
But just it's everywhere. Like it's I can't even explain it.
There's a movie
like I'll
about
see
that.
it on I'll see it on license plates, or I'll see it in like a transaction. And it's I'm noticing it because I've made it a thing in my head.
Yeah.
But I had to notice it. So why did I notice it to begin with? Was it because it was my Cub Scout pack number? Maybe. I don't fucking know. But I'm thinking I need to go buy a Pick 3 ticket.
It's like
don't
when you
have
buy
that.
a car and then now you see that car everywhere you
right.
go.
Yeah, yeah, right. You notice patterns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or names.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah.
I don't have that.
You don't have
I don't
that
have
ever?
You don't
anything.
have nothing?
I can't think of anything that I'm aware of. Now,
Yeah.
sometimes I can be flighty, so I mean, there is something that I'm just not seeing.
I'm not good with numbers.
I remember phone numbers. Like
I used to
nobody's
remember
business.
phone numbers pretty well, but I used to always add them to make them make sense.
Yep.
Like I would add the numbers
Or I would
together.
turn
so
the
that,
numbers into letters based on what, like a 4 was an H. So if it was like,
Wow.
415, it was like, H1S. So
Yeah.
it was his.
Uh-huh.
My
Code breaker shit.
My
Yeah.
my first, the last 4 digits were oink. It was also mink would have worked, but oink was much more entertaining. So,
Yeah. Nice.
yeah.
Anywho,
All
all
right.
right, let's
We
do
ready?
this. Oh my
She's
God,
got
is
some
it
chili to
8:30?
make.
Sweet Lord.
All right.